DJ Academic stream last night, bro. We didn't go through the whole lawsuit, but Drake, okay, at first he reverted his original petition. And then was like, oh, he backed out. Then he dropped a lawsuit now. He said, you defamed me. You called me things that are not true. Which is like, okay, that is true, but it's a rap battle, bro.
Yeah.
And even Academics on the live stream is saying, like, Academics can't even fend for it. That's how you know it's bad, bro. When Ak is saying this is a bad move, like, bro, like, what are you trying? Because didn't Drake say he was trying to, like, save artists with the petition?
Yeah, when he was speaking with Chris Griffith over there.
Chris Griffin. This guy's talking to Chris Griffin from Family Guy.
This guy's talking to the son of Peter Griffin. No, what I will add is what made it worse is when he started calling out YouTubers for reacting. You saw that.
Bro, I made like notes on every point that Drake like slipped with this lawsuit. Like,
okay, let's look in depth right now. So what are the points you have about the Drake lawsuit?
Point number one, why are you naming creators? Like you didn't text Kai Cenat saying, stay on stream, I'm dropping my disc tonight. Please call Phantom, have him tax it. Like, bro, you were doing the same thing, and then now you're saying, oh, UMG were paying creator. What are you talking about, bro? He's saying UMG didn't monetize the song, so that would incentivize creators to react to it. Which is true. That would incentivize man. But Drake, you didn't monetize your songs at first as well. Forget Family Matters and Push-Ups weren't monetized at first. Mans were making dollars off those videos, bro.
Yeah.
And that's a Fendi fact.
And then all of a sudden they started getting copyright hits.
Exactly. That was after, like a week after and stuff. But at first, nothing was, it was like Christmas for content creators, bro.
Yeah.
You know how many channels went up because of that? There was even a channel, Therapy. Bro, before the beef, this guy had like 200 views and stuff. Now he's, bro, the man's, he quit his job and things, bro. To be a full-time Kendrick Glazer. You know, like, and I rock with Kendrick, but like, this is what's going on. And then Drake is not seeing these strategic plays. Like, he's thinking that instead of like realizing the brilliance behind this strategy, this guy's just on some rando shit. Miss Finster. Like, bro, what? Point number two. Man streamed with all the white youths, bro. He streamed with SQC, streamed with Aiden Ross, all these white youths, but the black youths, you want to put them in the lawsuit?
Even Zayas, when he put Zayas in there, I'm like, Zayas? Like, what do you expect them to do? Not react? Or you want UMG to hit them with a copyright strike so you're kind of preventing any sort of motion for them?
Okay, imagine you put on a song for the first time. Okay, skip the Drake Kendrick. Imagine you play Tupac Hit Him Up for the first time. You're not going to be stone-faced, bro. You're going to be bringing the tune back. You're going to be reacting. Like, these are reactors. These are reaction channels, bro. And the man's like, why are they reacting? Let's go again. Next point. This guy is pulling up rules. Oh, in the UMG handbook, employees are not supposed to be making threats to one another. Drake, you're not an employee of Universal Music Group, and neither is Kendrick Lamar, bro.
They're not employees?
They're contractors, bro.
But that could be in the contract. But even then, like, the threat of what? Violence?
The threat of violence. And if that's the case, weren't you threatening Kanye, saying you're going to spin his block, go left and then go right and make another right? Like, what are we talking? Like, what? How many times you said you're going to put hit-outs on mans?
I can't believe. So does that mean Drake has been following these rules this whole time? He's like, the only reason I never made a threat is because it was in the contract. Bro,
Drake has made bare threats, bro.
Bro, allegedly this guy even did more than a threat.
You know what? Let's keep it going.
RIPX.
Drake was in a 20v1. So apparently, right? That's what he's saying. All these guys are against me. So why is Kendrick or why is UMG responsible for the shooting that happened at your crib? When there was a shooting at The Weeknd's crib that happened right before. You know what I mean? I'm not even snitching. This is like...
public knowledge.
This is public knowledge, bro. I'm not saying who did the shooting. We all know that there was a shooting at The Weeknd's crib and then there was a shooting at Drake's crib.
Yeah, and we know who did it. Yeah, I'm just saying.
But it's just like, so why is Kendrick? He's like, oh, they made it where everybody hates me now and everybody wants to shoot up my crib. I'm like, bro, people been hating you and people been wanting to shoot up. You know what I mean? Like, well, okay, it's Kendrick's fault and it's UMG's fault. Let's keep going. Drake's lawyers, and this is a big one for me. In the lawsuit, they say that Drake's career has been irrefutably harmed by this. So you have admitted Kendrick, he didn't end your career, that's fine. But Kendrick besmirched your career. Kendrick, you said you had to hike down. No, you didn't. Kendrick dragged your ass down, bro. He dragged your ass and he beat you. And then, like, whoo, imagine this looking dog. So like, I don't know. It's just crazy, bro. It's just crazy. And then the last thing, I put this in all. Okay, there's a next one. There's beer. This is more so a joke, but there's beer screenshots in the lawsuit, right?
Yeah.
Beer screen, like I feel like man's already been doing. They weren't collecting proper evidence, you know. They just have beer screenshots of Kai Cenat and stuff. So like, they have Obi O'Brien just on his iPad, just going crazy with the home button and. Obi O'Brien, like, yo, you can't go to the studio no more. We need you to screenshot every streamer, every reactor. There's probably a Borough Sound on there. There's probably a Friday Ricky Dread in there somewhere. Like,
I'd love to be named in this lawsuit. I feel like if you're named in this lawsuit, you made it.
And this is one I put in all caps because I feel like this is one of the most important ones. Mm-hmm. But Drake, I thought you were for all artists. I thought the whole reason behind this is because you wanted to remove the veil and you wanted to show the Wizard of Oz who's really pulling the strings. I thought you wanted to liberate all artists. I thought this was a selfless deed. You said Kanye was too eccentric and everybody else was too crazy. You said you were the guy to do it. So then why did you withdraw the petition and then now you're suing for defamatories? So it was all about you this whole time, as everybody was saying.
So you don't really think he has the best interests of other artists? That's just kind of like he's just playing that up.
Bro, if this goes through, this will have a negative impact on all artists. Now you're going to have to like submit your song for review to see if you're saying anything. It's going to be like fact checked type thing. Because we don't want Drake to sue us again. So you can't say this about him and you can't say this about her. You can't rap about this. Like, wait, what?
But I don't really think UMG is stressing over a Drake lawsuit. You don't think they have like a virtually infinite amount of money to spend on this? I don't even think they're stressing or like it's even keeping them up at night.
People say, oh, Drake has a plan. Drake has a plan. Drake's, okay, remember, Kendrick's already said it. He's a drinker and a gambler. You know what I mean? So Drake's original plan... Okay, I'm in negotiations. I'm going to smoke Kendrick and I'm going to turn this 600 mil to a bill. The gambler's mentality, you know what I mean? We're going all in. We're going all in, Zar. If I lose, there's no way I could possibly lose. This guy is like 4'8". Mm-hmm. He makes slave music and Christian raps. There's no way I'm losing this. You know what I mean? And then... gambler's dilemma, you know what I mean? As soon as you start to lose, like, you just have to keep, okay, I'm putting more chips in. All right, UMG, I'm going to release my documentary now. UMG's like, all right, go for it. That's fine. Wait, what? You guys okay? Yo, 100 gig, we're dropping tracks as well. We're dropping tracks. I'm gonna do this without the label. And then the man doesn't even get top 10. He barely even makes top 20.
Camila Cabello.
Bro.
Flop.
Wagwan Delilah, everything flops. Okay, you know what I mean? Like, you know what? Like, you just keep losing money, but like, if I put another band in, I can make it all back. All right, I'm suing.
So he's putting everything into this lawsuit. Bro, it's the same bet, same table.
Literally, like, this is literally the last. This is like the last hand, bro. You know when you put the house up. If you lose this, you can't even go home to your wife after this. Like, you're done. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but what I will say, I do think your perspective represents the overall cultural perspective, right? But just to play devil's advocate from an outside perspective, do you think there's any merit in Drake's argument that because UMG funded or supported this quote unquote defamatory campaign, it allowed them to give him less going forward? So it kind of affected his business in that sense?
Yes. But what did you... Okay, there's two things I want to say to reply to that. What did UMG do for Kendrick that they didn't do for Drake? Nothing. You know what I mean?
What did UMG do for Kendrick that they didn't do for Drake?
Because Drake was dropping lives too. I'm going to act like... And bro, I listened to every song from First Person Shooter all the way to Heart Part 6. Yuck. And like, bro, Kendrick warned him so many times. Don't take it there. Let's just keep it rap. Blah, blah, blah. And then Drake brought up his wife, brought up his family and stuff. And then I'm listening to Meet the Grams. And Kendrick's like, you didn't really have to mention my family's name. That's where you messed up in the game. That you're gonna lose all your fame. He did all that stuff. You know what I mean? And I'm like, yo, the man called it. It even came out that UMG and Drake had a meeting, and UMG told Drake like, yo, this is going to affect your popularity. Like, it's not going to look good for you if you put out this lawsuit. And then the man still goes for it. So I feel like you just can't really tell broski nothing.
Yeah, I just want to know who's in his ear, because I don't think Drake would have came up with that plan by himself. Like, it was probably like a Jewish uncle that was like, you know what you got to do? Sue him. No, sue him. We got lawyers. with like some Yiddish accent. I wonder, man, because this is unprecedented. Like, we've never seen this, especially with the type of battle this is, a world stage, global arena, the entire world tuned into this battle. And now the point of the battle that we're at, it's not done. Now it's in the courthouse now.
Bro, and it's so funny because after the battle, you couldn't say Drake got Ja ruled. You couldn't even fathom that. But at this point, Drake is Ja ruling himself, bro.
I think he's Draking himself. I think it's like a new, this is unprecedented. We've never seen this in hip hop.
That is true. Like
a lawsuit at like the top of the game. Like, you got to think of all the rappers who sat on that throne suing their own label over a diss track or a rap battle, essentially.
It's just crazy. And the Drake stands, they can't even defend it anymore, bro. Before, he's not suing over a diss track. He's suing because he wants to preserve integrity in artists. And
I was one of those guys. I was like, you got to look at the deeper pictures. I was, yo, bro, I rock with Drake, man. And it's sad to see this type of, I guess, crash out. But a part of me feels like, I don't know, could there be a bigger play at hand, or is this it? You know, like, it's just an L.
Every time you say, oh, there's a bigger play, the next play is always worse.
See, Drake has never delivered on the bigger play.
He drops Wagwan Delilah, and we're like, oh, nah, trust me. Like, he's unbothered right now. He has something coming. 100 gigs. You didn't. Oh, we're not gonna go through the timeline.
No, but you didn't like the Heart Part 6?
The Drake one?
Yeah.
Bro.
I'm looking at the lyrics right now. I never been with no one underage, but now I understand why this the angle that you really mess with. Just for clarity, I feel disgusted. I'm too respected. If I was effing young girls, I promise I'd have been arrested. Yo, I'm way too famous for the issue suggested.
Yo, I listened to every song in sequence, back to back to back, even that J. Cole bullshit. Back to back to back to back, bro. And then to go from Not Like Us to the Heart Part 6, the vibe change was such a drop off, bro. Like, even that alone is just like, you lost, dude. And then you're not even saying nothing to dude. You're just defending yourself the whole time. I'm like, yeah. Because it really felt like, as I'm listening to this, it felt like a movie, bro. Like, it started off a first person shooter, you know what I mean? And like, it got epic. And then the grand finale, the Rocky moment is Not Like Us, you know, the grand celebration. And then like the credits come. The screens rolling and the Heart Part 6 is playing. That's where you leave the theater. You know what I mean? It's like, you're not even paying attention to this.
It was almost anticlimactic. You know what's so funny? I think at the time, maybe because like, yo, at the end of the day, I like Drake's music. So whatever Drake does, maybe my perspective is inflated because I'm from the city, because I like his other music. But now I'm reading these lyrics. You mention an A minor, but N-word's got a B sharp, and tell the fans, who was it? You thought you left D flat, D major. I feel like when I first heard that, I was like, ooh, he used that line against Kendrick. But now I'm like, oh God. They're like, when you just look at it on like just lyrically, it doesn't hit as much.
When you revisit the Kendrick tracks, except for the daughter part, they all hit, bro, because Drake has proven them to be true. When you revisit the Drake tracks, it just all sounds dumb, bro. Day free.
And why isn't Whitney denying all of the allegations? Why is she following Dave Free and not Mr. Morale? You haven't seen the kids in 6 months. The distance is wild.
Whitney still hasn't said nothing, broski. She hasn't said nothing 10 years prior. She won't say that in 10 years from now. She's gonna pop up in the video looking pretty and dancing on man's graves.
Oh man.
And like, I get it, yo, bro. We are all Drake fans, bro. But we could still be objective and say, like, dude, you're crashing out. Like, bro, get out of Vegas. Leave the casino, bro.
But